And boom, we're live.
Yes, we are.
Everything was skipping for me, so hopefully we don't have any issues. Welcome,
Yes,
welcome,
let's
welcome.
check and see if we're delayed. Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Perfect.
We're good to go. Hey, Josh. Everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome to the new and improved, unlocked and uncensored. We are back in full 100% force, truly unlocked and uncensored. So, as you can see by our lovely intro that Miss Rosie Page did for us, we are 100% witchy blown here on the what network? We're
We are on both the Skeleton Key Network as well as Paranormal United Network's Paralinks.
Paralinks. Okay, that's what I was asking was um, Paralinks. Because I know that
I'm
Crone
sorry,
has
we do not allow promotions such as that in the chat. I got it, but
what is that?
hmm. Yeah, Jesse, I think you're gonna have to go over there and you're gonna have to fix her up so she's all crispy again.
Yeah, it's well, it's the internet, and now as you can see, I am by the front door, and
Hey,
you
at least
know,
you're not hanging over the couch this time.
right, right.
It could be,
So
or wait, what are you holding your stuff up with? Is it the Tonka truck?
it's Stevie's brakes. They're still in the box.
I'm not sure if that's better or worse.
so, anyway, welcome. I see we have a lot of new names I haven't seen.
We do, we do.
Welcome,
First, hello,
everybody.
Joshua, Irene, Stevie, Dawn. I don't think I've seen her in the chat before. Hello. I don't think,
Um,
and then there's Jesse and
yeah,
Joanne.
yeah. So, welcome, everyone. Sam, hey. We're so excited to be here, and
Yes.
this is we got so much going on tonight. So, first, let me start with I just want to take a moment. We had a huge loss in our family yesterday. This is becoming like a thing. Um, but we're not going to get all depressed and emotional and all that. We just want to take a moment to acknowledge Aunt Sam. I'm going to light a candle for her back here. Um, and I've got my little Purple Heart, as y'all know, if you've ever tuned in. Hey, Bridget, and watched us do any kind of something for love before, I like to use my little Purple Heart here.
Yep.
See, it's all shiny and pretty, so it's just kind of my way of sending the love out to the universe. So we're just gonna take a couple of minutes there, and while I'm lighting the candle, just take off and tell them what's up.
Well, today is obviously Ostara, however you would like to pronounce it. I think it has a few other names as well. I'm very
Right,
prepared, and I do not have those names in front of me, though.
right. Blessed be to everyone. Blessed
Yes,
Ostara to
it says
everyone.
I know the spring equinox. That is what it is, the other name for it. So
Yes, but for us pagans, and I'm just gonna move our Aunt Sam candle right up here next to me. So because of the cats and stuff, I like to have fire in
mhm,
front of my face.
mhm,
So,
understandable.
so I
Yes,
see I
first day
have
of
a
spring. From here on out, the
yes,
days get longer.
yes, and so I see I'm starting off with an F bomb zero tonight. So I guess since we're new and
No,
refreshed and
no, I still have the other one.
so
We'll save that one for our daytime shows. This one's
right,
for the
right.
nighttime show.
Right. Okay. So, those of you that don't know me, I'm Terry. I'm the founder of Southern Paranormal Inspection Research Investigation Team, right here down South Alabama. And Jess is our social media director, and we
And
are
investigator.
and we're also investigators. Our show actually started off as a podcast for paranormal, but there was a lot of
It
competition
took
out there
on,
for it.
yeah,
And as soon as our loyal listeners, Irene and Sam and Josh,
Jesse and Stevie.
Jesse, and Tim. I mean, we have Robin. We have a long list of people that started pushing us into a witchy direction.
I think it was, we
And
started off with, we did an episode on common myths and misconceptions about witchcraft. And
right,
it ended up being kind of a learning kind of episode. And it just
it took a life
took
of its
off a
own.
life. Yeah.
So, obviously we were on the Things Network, and we so appreciate them for launching us and getting us started. But we realized really quickly that
We didn't,
well, we
we
didn't
didn't,
have enough information paranormally, to share there, and then like our listeners, our viewers have kept us going in that witchy direction since that first kind of witchy show we launched.
a lot of things
So
happened and, things just took on a life of their own. And we decided it was time for us to follow this path, which is, and now here
and
we
here
are
we are on Unlocked and Uncensored on the
with
Pun
the mother
Network,
and the crone.
the Mother and the Crone. That's right.
Yes,
So
and technically you can't see it right now, but technically we are named as such.
right, right.
So
So Um, again, I want to welcome everybody. I see
yeah, that's what we want to do,
lots of
Stephen. Absolutely.
exactly,
Oh, and
exactly.
Irene,
So
I just wanted to take a moment to pop in and say I don't think I've ever been in an earthquake, so I can't relate, but um, we're in tornado season, so it's not the same, but it's kind of a plane train situation.
right,
If you have a plane crash and a train crash, they're both horrible. They're just different. So plane
right,
train.
right, right. So we're glad that you're okay over there, and we hope everything stays that way, Irene. Of course, we always think about all of our people, our spirit family, as we refer to everyone. Um, so what's everybody been up to? We didn't really, because of all the changes and the deaths and everything that we've had going on personally this last week. Um, I can tell you what I've been up to this last week. With Ostara coming and spring coming, I have been the crazy plant lady out doing swapping and trading and getting my wish list. And I've got this lovely sunroom over here that one day I'm going to try and see if my signal works in there tomorrow. And if it does, then maybe we'll get. I couldn't use it before because I'm gonna tell you I bought a 100-year-old house last year and it's leaky, drafty. We have literally got dirt floors over here right
It's
now.
haunted.
It's haunted. But the
So part of
sunroom,
that's your fault.
some of that is my fault, probably. But some of that was way here,
True.
way before me. For me,
Well, you collect like puppies.
yes, and cats, the freaking cats. And last year, and I told my husband that was going to happen. Um, that the clock was at least, what is it, 15 minutes off. So
Yeah, it's never quite on time.
I apologize for that, everyone. That yeah, it's old. It came from my grandmother's house, and that clock has been in her house since I was a child, and I'm 55 years old. So that's a really old clock, y'all. So it's old and slow too. Um, so yeah, I've been the crazy plant lady out here, and going and checking off some of those wish list plants. I scored big time today. Stephen, we are so glad to have you on the show tonight with us. We appreciate you being here and welcoming us. It's so far from what we've seen, your team, Stephen, has been fabulous and wonderful to us. So, Rosie and Courtney, I cannot say enough about helpful and wonderful these ladies have been. And I look forward to getting to know you better. And hopefully, once you get to know us better, you'll still feel the same way about having us here.
It's probably Robin that's under Skeleton Key, Jesse.
Yes, there's Robin. So, and I did talk to
Okay.
Robin tonight. Howard Petrie from the Petrie Dish in Louisiana Swamp invested. I forget the name of the other show. Anyway, y'all know Howard.
Paranormal Swamp Talk.
It's Paranormal Swamp Talk. There we go. Um, he sent me a message today about Ask Madam, Robin's show that's on our little tiny little network. Um, for by witches for witches. And so we, I sent Robin a message right before we came on tonight and said, hey, so Robin and Steven, um, y'all two should chat
Y'all
amongst
can
yourselves.
connect now.
Yeah, connect there. Um, Dawn, you have a wonderful night and get some rest. And thank you for stopping by. So yeah, like I was saying, I have um, crazy plant lady syndrome.
Yes, old Howard Petrie.
Yeah, oh Howard Petrie, I love Howard.
Oh, and there's Courtney as well. Well, thank y'all for stopping by and stopping in. That's awesome.
It makes us feel the love. So and always got the witch tea on the late night show. In the mornings we have the coffee.
I, I do not.
Um,
I have water. I'm behaving myself.
so and now like I was saying, cats. This year,
You collect cats.
um,
Yep.
I'm collecting cats apparently because there's now two mother cats out there that I'm feeding. One has had kittens, I don't know where they are, and the other one is ready to pop any day now. Oh, cool. Everybody, Jesse Wilson in the chat is my daughter. Stephanie Wilson in the chat is my youngest daughter. I've got six beautiful grandkids between the two of my daughters, and I'm going to shut up now and let Jess talk about what she's been up to and a little bit about herself.
Um, my husband has proceeded to bring me home 3 new plants this weekend. So apparently, I am not
Mm.
the only one with a problem. Um, no, not much has been going
What
on. It's
kind of plants has the little husband?
he grabbed me a
And
bucket
we
of each of
refer
the.
to the little husband as a joke.
Mhm. It's a running inside joke at that. But he brought me
Yes,
home purple and green oxalis, the false shamrock, and then he brought me home
right.
a split leaf philodendron, thinking it was a monstera.
Oh, I
It's
love
still really nice, though. I
those.
like it.
Is it a
It's big. It
baby?
looks like there's at least no. There's at least 3 or 4 plants in it, and it's
Oh.
huge.
Oh, well,
So,
so yes, well, we do a lot of plant and trading and shopping
and then
and
animals. You
and,
guys can't see. I all of that back there. I breed mice. My husband breeds ball pythons, and I'm a mother to 2, a boy and a girl. They're 11 and 8, so not babies anymore. Ooh, Jesse, we actually, when we were repotting, I want to say it was his black velvet, the alocasia black velvet he got himself, and we had 3 corms fall out of the soil, so we've got them planted. Hmm.
Stephen,
Well,
what
you
you
have a
have?
good night at work.
You do it. Well, I don't. I'm not sure where Stephen is located, but I hope it's uh nighttime. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. I guess you're going to work in the middle of the night or going to work in the daytime.
Oh, Robin's telling on you.
Well, yeah, and that really wasn't. Well, maybe yes, it was. It was in there because Jesse and Jared were trying really hard to have another baby, and Yeah, it worked. we we have six. We went from having one grandchild. Um, she was an only grandchild to she was what 6, and she's now 13, and we have 5 more grandchildren. New Mexico, Steven, so you're way over there. So it's
Nice.
still kind of early. Well, you have a lovely night at work, and we send you all the best. And we thank you again for having us here and letting us just be witchy and do our thing. We appreciate it. We do want to warn y'all, we cuss like sailors.
Yeah. The disclaimer was in the intro video, but just so we're clear, because like sailors, we're not gonna. This is unlocked and uncensored. We are not appropriate for children to watch on the whole. Now, as a parent, your choice what you let your kid watch and listen to, but you have been forewarned. We
Yeah,
curse,
and
and
I can
also
get passionate, and the F
there's a
bomb
reason we
does
have an F bomb counter.
the F bomb does fall out of my mouth. And Lauren, I did see your message about the cat sanctuary.
Yes,
Um,
that's really cool.
Girl, I'm gonna trap these cats. I've done feral cat rescue for years, trap and release. Um, so, well, I need to get with you because I gotta do something. I know there's gonna be a ton of kittens out there. I live down in the country, and I think the neighbors have an empty trailer over there that the cats are having kittens under. So my grandson is who they're talking about there in the chat. Minnie is named after my husband Lenny, so I call him the Mini Lenny. And I guess he's watching me live online over at his aunt's house tonight. Thank you so much, Rosie, for sharing. And I didn't even think about sharing like I normally do tonight because
I shared it most places. You're good.
we were already running late, and
Yeah.
so
Sharing is definitely caring.
sharing is definitely caring. So, and again, we thank everybody on Pun for everything y'all have done for us in the last few days. It's been amazing. I've felt the love. I've been I've cried. I mean, good,
Steven says he
good
delivers F
happy
bombs all
tears.
over the place. Yeah, the only other thing we like to warn everybody is we're witches. This is a show run by witches about witches. Our opinions are probably going to differ from a lot of people's. We're not saying we're right or our opinions are better. We're just saying there are opinions. If you don't like the show, just scroll.
Yeah, and if you hate us, that's fine. We're still gonna love you unless you come spreading your hate. You
I was
know.
about to say, Terry, don't be lying on folks
Well,
like that.
if you can hate us and just be quiet about it.
Yeah, yes, we're
You
not gonna
know,
hate you then.
but yes, you can hate us. Just be quiet about it because there's a
And
lot
I'm
of stuff.
I'm curious because we've got a lot of people we haven't seen before. How many witches or practitioners of some sort do we have
Uh,
in the chat tonight?
there's a Catholic witch that she read your
Nice.
mind. She got it out
Looky
there
there.
before you could finish it.
Do you
Um,
have the psychic gift, ma'am? Yeah, be careful what you ask for, that's for sure.
right, right. Just check your PMs. So I'm trying to keep up with and y'all. I because of the country, I have terrible reception. I'm gonna warn you. Some nights I can get on my laptop on the internet. Most times not. So it's either my phone or my iPad, and you'll find me in weird positions. You might find me in the bathroom. It just depends on where I
In
get
the
the
car.
signal.
See,
In the
nobody has
car,
internet
yeah.
service over there, so it's not as if. Wait, we haven't had a technical issue,
Oh,
Terry.
I see, and I put that out there about not.
They're watching me, Mom.
Mom, he calls me
Is it
Mama,
Mama?
Mama.
Mama.
I'm grandma and all the rest of them, but he hasn't got the grandma out yet, so it's
Hmm.
Mama. It
It's
almost
probably
sounds like
sick.
Mama. So Steven said he's had to fight off witches. Steven, we're gonna have a conversation about that now. But I understand I've had to fight off one or two in my lifetime too, so I do get that.
Yep, yep. Yeah, end up in the car. Learning more about Wiccan rituals. That's nice. I know,
That's
typically Ostara is actually it's usually listed as a Wiccan holiday specifically. It's not, but or not only a Wiccan holiday.
right, right. I think at least the pagans I know in my area that pagan, Wiccan, what
Which Bob?
spiritualists, whatever they want to call themselves, they usually celebrate Ostara in some kind of way.
I'm guessing she was asking to see my water cup. It's called
Um,
a basin. The sticker on the bottom calls it a basin instead of a cup.
oh, Stephen's family is from North Alabama and Southern
That's
Tennessee. I
that
just
is
had a
awesome.
blick at it.
I'm actually moving to Hamilton, Alabama, up in North Alabama later this year. And yes, it's adorable. William got it for me from Walmart.
He's such a good little husband.
Yes. He's sleeping right now. My
Bless it.
my bed's over there. He puts up with
Yeah,
us having to stream late.
yeah. Jess always broadcasts from her bedroom because she doesn't have
Yes.
any problems. Maybe one day they'll get actual.
Occasionally now, well, I'll go ahead and put it out there. I am a chronic pain sufferer. I was in a car accident in March of 2020, and I have permanent nerve damage from that. So if it's been a really bad pain spike, or I've had something done, or I've had an epidural, um, a lot of times I will actually be in my bed using a lap desk because I can't sit in the chair. But I'm still in my bedroom, so if you see the tree of life behind me, I'm on the bed.
Bridget, it's what I have found in this walk is that you're always learning.
Yes.
It's always learning.
I've been
Um,
practicing for 10 years. No, how old am I now? I'm 33, so 13 years. And I'm still learning.
and I would say that I practiced all my life. I just didn't know it. You
Right.
know,
Well, I officially started practicing at
right?
20.
So, um, when then once you, I think everybody is a witch. Everybody that walks on the planet
Everybody, well, more or less, that everyone
had the ability. That's
has
what I
the
was gonna.
capacity to
They
be a
have the
witch.
ability. It's just like any other muscle in your body. If you use it, it will build and gain strength. If you never use it, then it's just fatty tissue laying around. So that's kind of the way I look at it. And in the last 5, 6 years, I have worked on building my witchcraft muscle.
Yep, same. Ooh, so you under, so you understand, Joshua. It sucks. It sucks to say the least. But
Yeah.
we learned to adapt and live around it. So I can no longer work the job that I was at because it was too high paced. But um, I breed mice. I run a business breeding mice for all different reasons, and we make it work. From
Oh,
Reformed to
reformed
Tuscaloosa.
Tuscaloosa. I got
Wow.
friends in Tuscaloosa. And,
I grew up in
uh,
Tuscaloosa County in McCalla. I went to
yeah,
Brookwood High School.
we actually lived out at Brookwood when my kids were little. Jessie, think she might have started kindergarten at Brookwood Elementary. That was a lot of years ago. I can't remember. Rosie, who are you asking? Are they serious?
Yeah, no, to echo Stephen there. Yeah,
Abernat.
Abernat. That's where
Yeah,
no, I was
we lived
actually,
we lived in Abernat, and Jesse went to Brookwood Elementary.
I went to Brookwood Elementary and Brookwood High School. So, because I lived at McCalla, I was a cheerleader at Tri County,
18.
Northport. Yeah,
Oh wow.
I
So
guess. Yeah, Tri County Americans. Woohoo.
right,
So,
right.
so do you? I guess we could talk a little bit about what Ostara is, the spring equinox.
Yes. Yes.
This time of year marks the beginning of the on a more logical end. Um, the celebration of spring. Oh wait, excuse me. This time of year is it marks the beginning of the agricultural cycle. So farmers start planting seeds. I know I myself have just started my herbs. Well, I started my herb seeds. Now I have some that are outgrowing the seed trays.
Oh, that's cool. That's always
Well,
nice.
it is nice to see.
Growth.
Um, well, it's nice to see Lauren there. It's nice to see such diversity in the people who understand. It's always nice to
Right.
know you're not alone.
Right. Right. Well, yeah, we've discussed that too. I'm a breast cancer survivor, and after they blast you with all those poisons, things are just never the same. Multiple surgeries, uh, mastectomy, double mastectomy, and
Oh yeah,
breast
that is
recon.
hilarious, Jesse. It makes me want to find some of my old yearbooks from Brookwood because we would have been, you know, around, within a few grades of each other.
Right, right. So yeah. Anyway, we're not gonna harp on our
Yeah,
elements and all that stuff. Let's go to.
we're just letting
Um,
everybody on the newer network get to know us. But yeah, no, I am curious too. Who was you saying? Are you serious to, Rosie?
yeah, and now we've gotten so far ahead. What are we serious about?
Yeah, yes. Anyways, yeah, I guess we could start with the symbols of Ostara that are used in a lot of other religions, like
Well,
rabbits.
and do we come off on our very first show on this network and get all controversial because
Yes, because
I
this is
think,
unlocked and uncensored, and they said, "Come as you are."
well, so and here we are. So yes, for those who don't know, um, the Easter Bunny, and this is why we said this is not for kids because we may throw
Yes.
some.
Early warning. We'll hold on for a minute. We'll just talk about the
Right,
symbolism of
right.
rabbits. Early warning
Right, and
here.
I'm not gonna go any more other than to say, the
The
Easter
rabbit
Bunny, the Christians, and I don't hate Christians, so let me put that out there. I'm not saying I'm not by and all of our ancestors, way back when, that decided to be Christians, adapted the bunny,
traditions of
the traditions because that was a pagan thing,
well,
and
and it was easier to talk the pagans into converting if some of
right,
their traditions were still being practiced.
right, right.
Nope, we
So,
have it in writing.
uh, we'll hold you to that statement. We'll
But
hold you to
it initially, rabbits. It was known as the March hare in Europe, and it was seen. It's a fertility symbol and a sign of spring. Because if there's one thing that we know about rabbits, there are a whole lot
that. A
of
whole
phrases
lot of fertile.
that are
And the other symbolism, the Easter eggs, the dyed Easter eggs, the eggs of of chickens and eggs, and another thing that's very fertile. So as pagans, we celebrate, and I will go. We've discussed this before, but I don't like it when people say, "Oh, you're pagan. You're a nature-based holiday or a religion." I don't consider
it
myself.
can be nature
I
based
mean, we can
sometimes.
miss, but not all of us. I don't consider it nature based when I'm paying respect for the things that the gods and the goddess gave us. You
Yes.
know, I look at it as paying respect to nature and loving all things in nature, and wanting to care for them. And that's why I rescue plants, I rescue animals. I want to take care and all of God's creatures. And when I say gods, I mean whatever God is out there that is the number one master creator of all. Um, but the fertility of the eggs and the chickens and the bunnies, that all came into play for the Christians to, like Jess said, rope these heathens in, and make it more
Yep.
palatable for the heathens to come and drink the juices of Jesus and
You
follow.
didn't have to say that. You did not have to say it that way, Terry. Just stick with drink the blood of Jesus Christ, communion. You had to say the juices. I know you probably did not mean it that way, but you have got me on this show, Terry.
Well, fuck. Yeah,
Um,
here we go. So.
anyways, I'm going to take a minute and I want to say, um, Jesse, you're not helping. Oh, Joshua and Sam, we're still on Skeleton Key Network, which is the network that we ourselves run by Witches for Witches. But we did recently um, amicably leave Things Network, and we are now on Paranormal United Network.
Yeah, and
Paralinks.
we're
We're
still
still
part
part of
of
the
the
Things
Things
family.
family for paranormal only. If they have an investigation in our area, then and they need somebody, they're gonna call us.
Yeah.
If
So
we
it
have
was
an
all amicable.
investigation, yeah, if we have an
Oh God,
investigation that we can stream, then
I blame
we
you.
may stream it on things. It depends on the client and all that. So
Oh
we're just gonna keep on rolling by the juicy gods and the juices of Jesus.
oh my
So
God.
welcome
Oh,
to
uh,
Unlocked and Uncensored,
yeah.
and this is why.
What we should probably, we always talk about the fact that we are very much um, uncensored as far as our language goes. Now, one thing I don't
And we're
bring to the
twisted,
show,
and we're
but we're dark
twisted.
and twisty. But one thing I don't bring to the show is the fact that I have the dirtiest freaking mind. I don't bring it on the show.
I
I'm a
do.
I'm a I'm a good girl. And then she goes and says something like juices of Jesus. I'm gonna fall apart. I can't help it. It's gonna happen
Well,
every time.
and so like Howard said something the other day about Jess being the serious one, and of course, that killed Jess because he's obviously not watched our shows. He's not watched enough of them to know that Jess is really not that serious, and she really can get down in the gutter just as deep as I am.
But
But
I'm more soft spoken is what it is.
yes,
I tend to be more soft spoken, and that
but
tends to trick
she's done.
people into thinking that Terry is like much more in the head. No, we're friends for a reason.
Mm,
You are not an angel, Irene. Like hell, I agree with your husband.
birds of a feather flock together is all I'm gonna say to all y'all that have been hanging out with us since what about
And if y'all think that
November,
I'm the serious
December.
one, y'all have
Right,
not paid
right,
hard enough attention.
right.
Anyways, whoo.
Especially the later at night it gets, it can get crazy. So we will talk about that a little bit too.
Well, I
Um,
want to stop real quick and on the rabbit, just real quick before we
oh yeah,
switch. The March hare tended to be the rabbit that they were talking about. When it came to the rabbit that was associated with Ostara, it tends to be the March hare, and it's not just because they fuck like bunnies. It's also, and I don't have an F word counter, so it doesn't count. Only Terry. Um,
because she doesn't drop it near as often as I do
on the show.
on the show. She's the good
Um,
girl. Jess
no,
is the
no, because
host.
my favorite word is the C word.
Well, on the show, you're the good girl. On
Yeah,
the show. Now, see, when we deal with paranormal clients, I mean, Jess is a good girl too, but that's usually me, that initial contact, and I have to be very professional. Sometimes it's really a struggle because that's really just not who I am.
and it's
And
basically she's at the head of that, and then whereas
right,
here I'm technically the
And
host.
look,
She's a
Steven is on
co-host.
that shit. He's just a guy truck too. But actually, yeah, Jess's don't count because she does not drop them as much as I do. So, but this show may be different. We may just have to do a fucking show that's
I
um,
just changed it to 2, and look what you've done.
well, shit. got
Oh,
gotta keep
anyway,
you on your
so
toes.
it was also because the March hare, their mating season is actually the month of March, so they could be seen outside every day all through mating season.
Right. And it's not just about them
Oh,
fucking
oh,
and having
wait!
babies. It's
Females of this species can get pregnant with a second litter while still pregnant with the first.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's
Who
not a.
who
It's
did
not.
that? Satan. It wasn't the gods. That's rude. That
That
is
is
rude.
rude. That is rude.
I
So,
left the doors open, Sam. If he wants to play, he can play.
yeah, it's not all about fertility. When we talk about doing fertility spells or something on the show, people go into a panic. Oh my God, no, 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 no babies, especially, my daughter. Everybody needs to
No,
realize
it's
when
not just about fertility of your
of
womb.
the womb, it's about fertility of whatever,
I
for
want my
you on
bank
your,
account to be fertile. I would like
uh,
for it to breed. I have been trying to discover breeding season. I just can't seem to make it happen.
well, I want my plants to
I want my mice to be
grow
fertile.
and be fertile. Jessie, my daughter's got a very lovely plant that one day, if it does what it's supposed to do, may make us a little bit of cash. I really want that. Excuse me, my teeth's trying to come back up on me, y'all. I want that plant to be really fertile. So I mean, there's lots of ways you
Absolutely. And
can look at fertility and
I actually just made a new
abundance.
friend who's hoping for me to propagate my Syngonium alvo to do some trades.
Mmm.
She's got quite a lot of rare plants, so I'm very excited. I want her to be fertile too. She can be fertile.
Oh, I want all my Syngoniums to be fertile, and they're
Yeah, but
making.
Joshua, that's pretty rare for humans. Typically, that's only in cases where a person there's a genetic
I actually know someone that
with
happened to.
with two uteruses,
No, she got pregnant 2 sacks, and the twins were. They said,
a few
anywhere.
weeks apart. I
Yeah,
have heard of that, and then I've heard of a few cases where a woman has been born with two uteruses. I'm not sure. I'm not medical. I don't understand. You know.
right, right. That would be
Oh, I
something
will,
for
Robin. Don't you worry.
the Ask Madam show, because Robin is a doctor. She's a doctor of chiropractic medicine, but that doesn't make her any less of a doctor. She's had to go through all that, all the human anatomy and all that shit too. So she's very well versed in the medical questions.
And Ask Madam with Miss Robin is on Monday nights at 8 on the Skeldnicky Network.
Yes, yes, but she may be in the works with negotiating and coming on Pun as well. So
And
stay
I
tuned for
think
that.
Jonisha is in talks as well. So
Yes, yes,
enter Conjure Girl Magic with Empress J.
yes. So that's a Robin is not one of our spirit team members. She's in Iowa. We're
She's
down
just a
here in
good friend of
Alabama.
Terry's.
Yes, Robin and I have known each other since we were 12 years old. And of course she's a witch, and we're a witch, a network of witches. So we, you know, brought her in to do a show. So, and then we have,
I feel
um,
that, Irene. I always tell everyone I love both of my children equally. My son is 11. He is. Both of my children are very good kids. My son actually came in here with his report card today, and he looked at it and he said, "That one could be better." And I looked at it and I'm looking at it. The lowest grade was an 85. He's talking about the 85. Son, don't downplay yourself like that. That's a good report card. But
right, right.
And my daughter, she had nothing. I think her lowest was an 89. They're very smart kids, very good kids, but my daughter would try the patience of a saint. And I told everyone if I had her first, she'd have been an only child.
Oh, well, Stephen, you be very careful. And the show isn't, we've still got at least another 18 minutes, and God only knows what can happen in that 18 minutes.
And
But
part of that is also because we thus far, knock on wood, have not had any technical issues. Once the technical issues start hitting, it's every other time.
now, yeah, sometimes the show will start with me saying, I won't drop it, I won't make Jess change it right now. But,
Two
Stephen,
hour
yes,
travel. Ooh.
yes, thank you for coming and taking the time, before you have that 2 hour drive. We appreciate you being here. And I know we're doing a Wednesday morning show, but I don't know if that's more flexible for you. And that one's going to be, I mean, all of our shows are crazy. I don't know who I'm trying to kid here. But on the Cauldrons
Go,
and
but
Coffee,
this one tonight, typically going forward, we will have more of a structured theme
witchy
to it.
thing, yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
we'll have
we
some set things. This was just kind of a. This is our pilot episode with pun. Let's get to know everybody.
yeah, step out and we kind of do for those that this is your first time watching, we do a structured thing,
It's kind of
just
like a little
depending on
class,
a little class or
a little lesson,
oh,
but we also encourage the chat to share their information and knowledge with us too. So it's more of a group learning sesh.
right, it's this is how we practice, and if y'all practice, we want to know how you practice. We want you to share it with us. And we do have actual craft night, or
Yep,
craft
we
making.
actually we made our witches bells on here, our witches bottles. Um,
We did a little, something a little on the darker side. Some people call it a
we worked a ritual.
some people call it a hex, but it was really a
We
trap.
wanted to still a wagging tongue, but only
Right,
if it started talking again. It was a trap. This is my Yu-Gi-Oh trap card.
right.
Yes,
So
like Sam says.
yeah, so
But we'll have a structured thing. This was just a kind of a start. But Wednesday mornings is very chill. We have some coffee. You might pop on, and we'll be talking about something that I don't. I'm not even going to try to kid myself either. There's no telling.
we do know that this Wednesday, we have a really special episode. Jess and I have
Yes.
kind of tossed ideas around, because if you live in Alabama, or if you watch any news in the world and something big happens in Alabama, they go find the most backwoods inbred motherfucker they can find. He just jumped off of his cousin's brother's sister to get on the news. And we want to kind of show the world on Cauldrons and Coffee. This be some of the things, because Jess and I can
Hey,
get
but
out.
hold on. There's another person that they get on the news a lot. Meemaw with her curlers and her slippers.
Well, I mean, when I say the inbred motherfucker that's getting off of his cousin's brother's mama's sister's girlfriend,
Okay, that got more complex this time.
I mean, I'm talking about the Meemaw that's getting off the cousin's mama's brother's sister's boyfriend too. So I'm not just saying
Oh, and
men.
hey, Steven, don't even worry about that. That is all right. We just happy to hang around. Oh, you're at
So,
6.
but so anyway, we would like to showcase that not all of the people in Alabama are really that way. There are some
7.
really there are some really interesting people here that are normal. And normal to me, I use loosely, because I think the only normal is a drier setting.
Yeah.
There is no such thing as normal. We
So we
all
want to show
graze.
everybody that we're not all rednecks. We're just
Right.
not. So
So
we actually
this,
went on a tour through a local artist, and guess we
It's a
Gardner.
private
Would
greenhouse.
Gardner?
Well,
He
he
owns a private greenhouse.
right.
We actually got to take a tour through his private greenhouse. We saw all of his art. We have a lot of stuff to share.
Well, we've seen some of his art, not all of it.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So
that's true.
yeah,
Some of it.
yeah. So yeah, we have some stuff to share, and we're going to talk about Mr. Willie on Wednesday morning, and that'd be some interesting show. We'll show you we'll show you some still shots of some of his pictures and or his plants and his art and his amazing greenhouse. And we just can't even tell you, the man is not a witch, but he should be, because the whole place just has a very witchy vibe, and he's got the incense and the music. I mean, it is a witch's dream to be in this man's greenhouse. So yeah, we're gonna talk about him Wednesday morning. We'll show you some pictures that we took there. We'll also show you like some of his live plants. Maybe we get Jesse Wilson to come on and show the Monstera, the Albo Monstera, and if
And
I
if
know,
not, she can send me
right, pictures or a
pictures
little
or video.
video. Yeah, yeah, and we'll show some of the plants with Jess and I. He does sell to some of his friends, so we were honored that he allowed us to be a friend and able to buy some of, because I mean this guy's got some rare and let's just put it out there, some high dollar plants that,
Absolutely.
and when he does share with his friends, he does it very, very affordably
Reasonably priced.
in comparison
I
to,
actually got a beautiful anthurium while we were there, and it was a very, very good price.
right. So like I said, we're so honored that
And I did
he's
get a
allowed
video.
us to be his friend,
Yeah.
and so we get to shop in that greenhouse. You can't just go say, "Oh, I want that." It's kind
He'll
of
tell you what he's got that's available.
right.
So,
Because all
and then he
plants
has a
have
wait.
babies. It's
He's got some wait
Ostara.
lists.
And they be drinking the Jesus juice over there. Those plants.
Oh, you're killing me.
Almost,
But
almost spewed.
I got a wonderful I took my phone and I took a video running through his entire greenhouse, looking at all the plants, some of his decor, and that is a little sneak preview. It will have it on the show. I'll play it on the show as well, but I'll probably get that put to some music and posted at the very least in on the Skeleton Key page, on the Skeleton Key Network page.
Right.
I don't know about posting it elsewhere. We can check on that. Um,
Yeah, Rosie. Again, I cannot thank you for that intro. That
yes.
is so
I was
amazing.
very worried. That's why I
You
sent you a
totally,
message.
you totally, totally caught our vibe. And the thing that you did for me tonight is our show closer. Um,
Oh, did you send
that
me that?
I did. Did it not come through?
No.
Oh shit! Hang on.
uh, elephant ears, banana trees, lemon trees, orange trees, nice. Well, the elephant ears are actually in either the Alocasia or Colocasia family. I know Jessie Wilson, her favorites are Alocasias.
Alocasias, and I got two,
I have,
three colocasias growing in my yard. A
I
mojito,
don't know
two
how,
mojitos.
I
Not in
don't
the
know
yard.
how
Two in the
many,
bathroom.
I don't know how many, whatchamacallit, allocations I have. I haven't counted. Um, it's probably okay. Everybody, put in chat. What page are you watching us from?
Right. And
Because
yeah, we're going.
apparently there's people in different chats. Oh, so
Did you get the? I sent it to you again. Did
oh,
you get it, Jess?
let me see. Yes,
It's
now I got.
yeah, it'll
Yeah, see, it
be,
never came through.
well, my signal. It is what it is.
Okay, I got it downloaded. I just gotta leave it upload. Oh, hey, Steven's back. I don't know why his message popping up scared me. I had just looked over at the screen.
Say, oops, we're in trouble. Oh shit.
No, it was just because it was
I
longer
know.
than any of the other messages. It was just like, whoa, hey, wait. Don't ask me. So April 23rd
Ah,
in Mineral Wells, Texas, at the haunted Fort Walters Army Base. Oh, that sounds really interesting.
right.
George
I wonder how the
Schlopplin, Kara
fucking far
Schlopplin,
that
Phoenix
is from
Jansen,
us.
Crystal. They will be guest speakers at the Para Unity event. Will you be whatchamacallit? Will you be live streaming that? Or will that be live streamed anywhere? That's what it is, y'all. It looks like y'all are kind of split down the middle as to who's watching on Spirit and who's watching on Parallax. Or I mean,
Yeah, everybody,
Skeleton Key, not Spirit.
if you're watching on Skeleton Key, everybody
Go to
jump over to
Parallax.
Paralinks.
So,
If you've not
anyways,
followed the Paralinks page yet,
please do.
just put that in the chat for us, please.
I absolutely will, because I totally, absolutely have that link in my hand right now. I'm not having to pull it up.
And you did get the thing in our show closer.
Yes, it's. I just finished uploading
Okay.
it.
Okay. I'm just making sure. So I think that is like, well, 45 seconds. So yeah, we'll
Oh.
um end the show. And for those of you, Stephen, I'll warn you. See, we're just as bad on the show, and she usually hits us with some kind of weird one-liner and then shuts the shit down. And you're like,
And I have
wait,
such a good
wait,
one for tonight too, and now
and
I can't.
well, well, you could. I mean, you could do
Well, you
your
know what? We'll let her play first, and then I'll
right,
hit with a one line.
and then you'll hit the thing that Sam sent.
All right, here is the link for Paranormal United Network on Paralinks.
Oh,
Um,
awesome, Rosie. Definitely send me a reminder, Rosie, because if
oh,
you knew everything that was going on in my house and my life, you would
I
understand. So
don't know.
please send us a link. And I want to send a shout out, Rosie Page, again, for the fabulous, fabulous intro that she did and our closing little thing that we're going to do tonight. That, and Rosie, you may have a following of people hit you for that little thing that you did tonight.
Mm-hmm.
I know tomorrow when some of them wake up and they watch the show, because I told them that we were going to take a little moment. You're probably going to have some people, maybe it's like sending you thank yous, and you may get people calling. So just be aware of that. That it
And
really meant a
I want to
lot to a
agree as
lot of people.
well. I want to agree as well. Please, Rosie, send me the link. Send me a reminder of that. What or and put it in the chat too. What time and my whole brain just
But just,
I
Rosie,
lost
you
the
know what
plot.
we're saying, because we have brain farts a whole lot too. It's probably because we smoke too much pot. Shh! Don't tell nobody we said that.
We were so excited to have a 2 minute long intro before we were on when we were running late.
So, up to the end, okay, because you ain't gonna really find too much, but don't waste your time. It's just a little bit.
And we smart. We know where to hide.
I have not, Stephen,
It,
but
I can pull. We can pull up
Robin.
Robin's
Thanks,
show
Robin.
on one screen, and we can pull up y'all show on another. So because I would be, I want to watch Robin as I usually do, but I would also really love
Right,
to see that
right,
Rosie.
right. Or Robin may want to.
No,
Robin might want to see it too.
we have not seen you guys do
No.
a
So
live together, Stephen.
yes, we'll have to. We'll be watching for
I'm
this.
intrigued.
Yes, I am too. So Rosie, we're gonna need a schedule of when everybody is on.
Well, and Robin may want to go back to the original time that she wanted that she couldn't have because of our Monday night show.
Right, and Robin, that would be Rosie is who you're gonna get with on scheduling, I do believe, right, Rosie? Am I correct in saying that? Am I throwing you under the bus and you're not even the one to be
For
thrown on?
at least for tomorrow's show, I think it'll just be on Skeleton Key anyway. So
Yeah,
up
yeah,
to her if she wants to continue at 8 or if she wants to go back to 7, which is what she had originally wanted.
right. Or there might
Yeah.
be another day time. Just we can get it all figured out.
Yes, we can.
So
We
y'all
absolutely can.
excuse me. We might be crude and rude and vulgar, but I do try not to be just totally gross, unless we're doing a show, or I mean a spell that, yeah, it's not a hex. So
That shall not be named.
yeah,
Yes,
those
Robin, I
things
will
that,
shoot you a message after the show.
yeah. Hey,
Sure, absolutely, totally legal over here too. I don't know what I mean. Fake. It's fake news. It's
it's
fake news when they
right.
say it's not.
That is it. Fuck yeah, Jess. That is another rumor we got to start. It
Yep.
is fake news that pot is not illegal in Alabama. That is fake fucking news. I'm gonna add the F in there too.
Damn
Fake
it.
fucking news.
Sometimes she makes me work. Sometimes she really makes me work with her counter.
Stephen, we're coming to your house.
I know I got a friend up in Colorado.
We used to live there, and I can't tell you how many times I regret that we packed up and left there all those years ago.
I always thought that I wanted to live somewhere like that where it was colder and it snowed. And now I have plants. And now I don't think I can want that anymore.
No, because I mean your plants are great inside. You could grow the tropical stuff that we grow here, but you never. I mean, I guess you
Hey,
get to put them out for a month or two, but they do so much better down here in the warm, swampy ass Alabama. Um,
see, here's the new split leaf philodendron. Look at the size of those leaves.
oh, I can't wait to get a piece of that,
Well,
dude.
see, and if you look, I'm
Give that sucker
certain.
some Jesus juice and grow that baby.
Oh god. Yeah, there was a night when the F bomb counter was at 15 or 20.
Was that the night that we did
Sam,
the
no, no, no. You're not. You got to put it out there in the universe. It is not illegal there. That is fake news.
it's fake fucking news, Sam. It's fake fucking news.
Anyway, so and one thing as well, just because we started at 11, the reason we're so late is because
I was
nobody
gonna
follows
say
us.
that. I
We
was
do not
gonna
have a
say
set
that.
time that we have to end, so that's going to come really in handy when we are doing rituals or a more beefy
Intense.
subject.
Oh, I can tell this is gonna be fun.
We need a counter for Jesus juice now. Oh,
Everybody, next week it is
I'm
Sunday.
crying.
Me too. Next week it is
Uh,
Sunday. I expect everybody to have their Jesus juice and join us Sunday night.
oh, hold on, we gotta decide what is Jesus juice?
Whatever it is.
Like,
Oh. Oh, Lord Jesus.
oh, I'm crying.
Help us all.
Oh, Sam done spit out her drink.
Sam spewed Jesus juice.
It's good for. I'm gonna save that.
I'm
I'm gonna save that
crying.
for the end of the show. I'm gonna save that for the end of the
Okay.
show.
So anyway,
Hey,
tonight.
wait. I have a question though. Do you prefer yours with pulp or without?
I know, Sam. Would you spew with both or without? So, okay. Okay, so with that said, we're all high on Jesus juice now. Freshly squeezed juice.
That's what I said. Do you like it with pulp or without? Do you like it pulpy? Wait,
Oh,
maybe you like it from concentrate.
is that
Like the
similar
like
to
the
devil
like the
pea?
craft singles version of Jesus juice from concentrate. It's not real.
Oh my! So, Jess, I have to tell you the story where Jesus juice really came from, and you'll find it's nothing what y'all think it is. It actually did when I was going through chemo. Um, but that was another time, another lifetime ago. So, anyway, with that said, tonight was just our intro. We're just gonna run it at an hour tonight because we didn't really have a set schedule, and
snort, snort what? The drink that she's spitting out, or the Jesus juice?
um, so we
We'll play
kind of
our little. Yeah, this was our
yeah
just kind of
we started on a serious note, and we're gonna
and
we're gonna kind of
devolved.
and we devolved, but we are gonna kind of jump back. I'd like to take just another moment to
I don't. That
acknowledge
that sounds like
Aunt
a
Sam.
threat, Sam. That sounds like a threat. What does this pear tree in bloom smell like? Is it
I'm
gross?
I'm afraid to even know. And with Sam, God only knows what the hell she's about to come up with. So
Both. He
yeah,
says both. Don't snort the Jesus juice either.
so yeah,
You
go
hear that,
ahead and
kids?
let's go ahead and flip it to Aunt Sam for a moment. We'll go ahead and run that clip, and then Jess will hit us with that famous one-liner. Thanks everybody for joining us. This has been a great show. Maybe one of the best. I've really enjoyed this.
I think I'm gonna say no, Sam. No, thank you.
Mm-mm.
They gave me chills.
It did. So Godspeed, Sylvia. We love you. She was a huge life, and we're gonna miss that.
I
But
hope she makes it to whichever afterlife it is that she
oh,
chose to
she
go to.
will. She absolutely will. Because I tell you what, if there's ever a child of Morgan, of the Morgan, it was Sylvia. She was a fighter all the way. The woman had polio when she was a child, was crippled, and continued and carried on. Had three children, and I mean, Sylvia was she was a warrior, a true warrior, and fought to the very end. Talked to her daughter yesterday morning, called her and said, "I'm ready to get up and come over here and help me." And her daughter said, "I'll be right there." And she said, "Okay, I'm not going anywhere." And 8 minutes later, her daughter got there and found her. So we know that she didn't suffer. Her suffering ended. She was at home where she wanted to be. She had just got home from the hospital 2 nights before, so
It
um,
was her time. She was
it was
ready.
her time. It's sad for us, but I know there's some kick-ass fucking partying going on. Where
In the
she's at right now.
Summerlands.
Oh yeah, because I know like Lenny's mom, my husband's mom, and her best friend, and then my husband's sister who just passed away, and all these old hags are up there just cackling and drinking coffee, and I'm telling y'all, heaven or Summerland, whatever you want to call it, is full of fucking cigarette smoke right now. It's caffeine and nicotine for those
She's in the
women.
smoking section.
She's in the smoking section. So, thank y'all
Oh,
all again, and we hope to see y'all Wednesday morning at 7 o'clock when we talk about plants. And Steven is still here. Why aren't you on your way to work? Go to work, young man.
I'm
Get
editing
off
it.
the
Even though y'all
computer.
can't see it, I'm putting it at 12. We're
And
going
see,
to make
yes,
sure we look at the previous night's counter before each show.
and yes, and she is gonna keep a rolling total. So what y'all see, it's gonna be let's see how long it takes Terry to get to 1,000. Y'all want to take some bets? How many shows will it take Terry to get to 1,000 f
Yep.
bombs?
So I guess all that's left is the one liner and then our little outro graphic that I'll display as well. So, Jesus juice. It's good for your body.